Hello, everybody. I'm looking at the camera there. Welcome to Small Talks. Sorry about that. With me is my friend Jessica Stephenson. Jessica's been on the show before, and it's really nice to have you back on.
Thank you. It's very nice to be here.
So, we were giggling before. So anyway, Jessica's going to talk about two things, but first she's going to start talking about yoga.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, you are a yoga instructor.
I am. I got my yoga teacher license basically when COVID happened. It was over Zoom, November 2020. I got my certificate. And so I actually teach. I decided to do my own kind of classes just so that I'm not the same as every yoga studio. So I teach a morning class every Thursday morning from 9:15 till 10:15 in the Chambers Gallery of the Chilliwack Museum.
Okay.
Super beautiful space. And my morning class is geared mostly towards my senior clients. And so we start off the class doing some chair supported yoga. And then we move down to the floors and up against the wall. And we use the wall for support during the rest of the class. And it's been so good.
Now, if you're new to Chilliwack, the museum is on Spadina, in between Yale and Main Street. So it's really nice, easy location to get
Parking
to.
all around,
Yeah.
so easy to get to.
Yeah,
And
for
yeah,
sure.
just a beautiful space.
Okay.
And there's also a class Thursday evenings from 6:30 to 7:30. And those classes are just a nice yin class where we hold our poses for a little bit longer than norm, and really nice and relaxing, calming before you go home to bed.
And very good, yeah.
Yeah.
So now I remember this, but remind everybody why you yourself started doing yoga.
So I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse, and I was diagnosed with PTSD. And so my doctor suggested, like, living with chronic pain, living with anxiety and all that stuff, maybe you should look into yoga. So I actually started going to yoga at Inner Vision Yoga here in Chilliwack, and literally changed my life in ways. If you have suffered trauma, your brain just doesn't stop. Like, it's just constantly going and taking you places. So yoga's been what's allowed me to calm down, to actually welcome myself to this present moment, which has been so amazing. And it's just helped my healing journey and my growth. So I was like, honestly, yeah, I want to share this with more people because it really helps. So
That's really good. Like many people have been doing yoga for years, specifically because it helps in so many different ways.
So many,
right? It's not just a physical aspect.
Mind, body, spirit.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
And for anybody who's suffering any kind of trauma, whether it's childhood abuse or being in abusive, yes,
like anything, you get PTSD from so many different things, and some events you don't even know caused your PTSD. But we all have come from childhoods and different situations and everything. So honestly, yoga, even just your busy job, just to take yourself away for an hour, just to shut out the whole world. It's just you and your breath and your mat. And it really teaches you to slow down,
right?
To really help yourself.
Do you think that people in your class, when they go home, did they incorporate some of what they've learned into their daily lives?
So I know a few of my people. So one of my favorite poses is legs up the wall. You just lay on the floor, legs up the wall. You've got tired legs, swollen ankles, anything like that. Legs up the wall is one of your most calming poses. It resets your nervous system, and it makes your heart pump to get your blood going up your legs as opposed to down your legs. So really, it's a nice system reset.
Right.
And I know a lot of my clients, when they're overwhelmed or too tired or whichever, they'll lay down at home, put their legs up the wall.
Okay.
And I've heard a few of them doing that, and it's really like, yay, it's my favorite.
I just want to say, as a senior, I can get down on the floor, but getting up is a whole
other. So that's why it's nice too with the morning class and we having the chairs there. So some feel confident that they can put their hand on the chair just to give them that little bit of guidance. But getting down, there are yoga ways to get back up. So it's pretty good.
That's good to hear, because you don't want to be stuck on the floor, especially when you're not at home. It's bad.
Right? Like, I can't. I'll just stay at the museum. Thanks. Have a good day. I'll see you next week.
So now we got that out of the way. Well, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean, I think it's an important thing, but to continue on the issue with Jessica having PTSD. Now you have an animal Eddie.
I have Eddie. So my doctor had said, like, he figured a PTSD support dog, service dog would help me. Having a trained PTSD service dog will help wake me from my nightmares, reset me during the night. And that's one of my biggest struggles is nighttime. So he's helping me. So far, I haven't noticed as many night terrors since he's even just been in my room.
Right.
So that's helped a lot, but I get to take him everywhere I go. So he's learning to go to hockey games. Now when they score a goal and stuff, all the noise, nothing really phases him anymore. So that's been really great that we've had him going to games since the get-go. He's only 7 months, almost 7 months now. And he was actually given to me in November. There's a wonderful family in Yarrow who had Bernedoodle puppies. They had saved 4 of their litter back, saying these dogs need to be service dogs or they need to be trained, just therapy dogs, anything like that to help support. So
now that's all good and wonderful.
Wonderful.
However, there's that added cost.
The training.
Right.
The training is the biggest hiccup because private training is $150 an hour. I'm on disability and that's my main source of income. I teach yoga, but my classes are so small, it really covers just my yoga bills to like, that's not an income for me. It's just something I do to help keep my wonderful world wonderful. And so I've been fundraising to help pay for Eddie's training. Eddie's getting neutered soon and I've needed help with that. Training is the main.
How much is training?
100 an hour, 150 an hour. And so right now I'm just limited to once a month because I can't afford like a weekly class or anything like that. So the trainer has said the first year we're focusing on socialization, getting him everywhere, used to everything. And then after that, we start focusing on the actual main training to get him to where we need him to be able to pass our test.
No, one of the issues for Jessica, like a lot of people said, oh, apply for this, apply for that. PTSD, you fall through the cracks. You don't qualify for anything.
So what it is the service animals, they do have trained PTSD service dogs.
Oh, they do.
But those are reserved for veterans and first responders.
Right, yeah.
So because I have my PTSD from a different source, I don't qualify.
Right.
It's all PTSD. It's still, we all struggle, same struggles. We don't sleep well at night or anything like that. So
But because
it's
you
not that we don't.
because you haven't done service for the country or.
So what we need is the government.
Yes.
To step up. The government should be funding animals for first responders and the Veterans Affairs should be funding for our veterans.
Right.
But of course, that's where our government is lacking in supporting the people who matter in this country. Like, they fought for our country, but you're not going to get them something to help soothe them for the rest of their life. Like,
yes.
So it's a hard situation on that, but because the government doesn't help them, these service dog companies can't help us. And there's a lot of us who have PTSD that weren't from serving our country. So it's not that we don't qualify. It's not that we're invalid. It's not any of that. Because I know I've struggled with that. Like, I'm not valid because my PTSD, I didn't sign up for it. Like, you really struggle when someone says, no, you don't qualify. So I've had to learn all about it. I've had to take it upon myself to raise the money myself because I can't train a dog myself. And I really want this support. Just knowing what a dog can do for a human is huge. But of course I'm renting, and where I'm renting, they really want me to do the certification so that my dog can live there with no questions. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm putting it out there. One, I thought about to all of my musician friends, especially local musicians here in Chilliwack, if you would be willing to help do a fundraiser for Jessica, you can contact her, or you can contact me on Messenger. It's Jessica Stephenson. She's on Facebook, right? And or let me know and we'll find a venue. We know one place that we know for sure they do fundraisers, but I'm not sure wherever else. Another thing I suggested to Jessica is like maybe like maybe do a raffle of some sort, whatever like that. But anyway, funds are important to get her with a dog where they need to be. This is really important, you know. I understand what you're saying about, you know, but as you know, I've also was sexually abused as a child, and it just messes up. It can mess up your head real bad, you know.
Well, and it causes actual physical health. It causes mental health struggles, physical health
Yeah.
struggles, like all
Yeah.
these things, like we're on a journey of healing
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But it's a journey. It's not, okay, I've done this, I'm fine now. It's no, we keep
You don't get over
constantly
it.
healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People want to say like, get over it or get past it. That's not
Good
what
luck.
happens.
Good luck.
That's not what happens. But anyway, that's all sort of off the.
Yeah.
But
So it's important to me to have him trained.
Yeah.
It's important to help my journey. I have a 16-year-old son, and if anything can help me be a better mom, then yeah, that's what I'd like. If having Eddie can help my physical health, which he makes me get up to get out every day. I have to walk every day. He's definitely that. And it's really just getting him to that point to be able to pass that test so that I don't have to find another place to live.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
another hiccup in the process.
It's unfortunate that landlords can, you know, but you have an absentee landlord, do you?
My landlord, basically, the owner of the building's here and he has all these pawns working for him.
Okay.
And so I find it a lot harder when you have people holding the rules and not the heart.
Yeah, for sure.
It's, yeah.
It's fine when you don't need that, you know, when you
Yeah.
don't need that support, it's not a big deal for you, right?
And when you pay a damage deposit and a pet damage
Yeah.
deposit and all that kind of stuff, it's,
Yeah.
I am in charge of anything that happens here. You shouldn't worry about it while I'm here.
Yeah,
I mean, you come in every 6 months to look at the place and there's never been a problem in 4 years. So
wow.
like,
I'm so glad I don't rent any.
right?
Anyway, but anyway, for the yoga, Jessica has a yoga website. Yoga.
JessAlineYoga on
Sorry,
Facebook.
Facebook, yeah.
Yeah,
Jessica
JessAlineYoga. You can just message me or anything like that, or go to the museum. There's lots of information at the museum, the Chilliwack Museum. They have all my information there.
Right, and if you're a local musician and you're willing to help us.
Yeah, let's do a fundraiser of some sort.
Meeting her, I would go there.
Yeah.
You know me, I don't like to go to, well, I like to go to all kinds of things, but I need somebody holding my hand basically, because I have social anxiety. This is what happens to us, but anyway, yeah, if you were willing to do a fundraiser, and I might reach out to you, on Messenger, by the way, so be prepared. So yeah, please, think about it, and if you're just watching this and you're not in any of those positions, but you're willing to share this video, it would be really nice. Okay, or if you have any wonderful suggestions that are doable for us, right?
Right, anything, any way to help. I've got I set up at the bottle depot. So basically, if you put my phone number in, you can just put your bags in to the bottle depot. Yeah.
I didn't know they would do that. That
Yeah,
is
so
cool.
it's the express
Yeah, you're going through
depot
the
or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. And they said, like, to do a fundraiser, just give them your phone number. People enter the phone number into the thing, and then
Did you hear that, people? So
Yeah.
many, I can't do it because our building, I'm in the social committee for our building, so
Yeah.
what goes through the depot for us is for our
For your
fundraising,
building,
yeah,
of
for our
course,
building,
yeah.
or for our dinners,
well,
for,
so many
yeah. But
fundraisers for that, but that's just an extra little way that my friends can help me out or
Yeah.
anything like that. Yeah.
a lot of people, would you be willing, because a lot of people don't like to take them bottles in. would you go pick them up?
Yeah,
If it-
I have a car though, so that's like, as
Yeah.
long as they fit in the trunk, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trunk or back seat, yeah.
You know, well, then usually they're in a bag, a
Bag,
big
yeah,
bag, that
yeah.
big. So if you want, she would come at your place and pick up your refundables. So that's pop cans, water, juice, any milk products now are all refundable, beer, alcohol, like, gin
Spirits,
bottles and
wine,
all of
yeah.
these things, wine bottles, yeah, local, apparently not local, I mean domestic.
Oh,
It's domestic, I think, not foreign. But anyway, there's so many things nowadays, you know, that Tetra Packs, not for, like, what's the word I want to think
so
of?
like beef broth. Beef
No,
broth,
not-
no,
not
not
beef
those
broth.
ones. So drink,
But
drink,
drink boxes,
boxes,
whatever
yeah.
like that are
Yeah.
fine, you know, anything that has a juice in it
Yes.
is okay. So anyway, so if you eat, it doesn't matter if you don't want to have her pick them up, but you could drop them off, get her phone number from her. Drop them up, put her phone number on, brings out that tag that you put on the bag,
Yeah,
scan it, and then she gets
Voila.
the,
It's
you know, so
wonderful.
like, that's what,
Right,
didn't even tell me
easy.
about that, 'cause it's so fantastic. So anyway, I'm all excited now. So- But listen, this is what part of me is, I get excited about tiny little things.
Which makes it so fun.
Anyway, I think that's it for now. So please share this video. It's really important for Jessica. You know, I'm playing, I'm having a laugh, but at the same time, this is serious work for her, okay? And if you can help, that would be so fantastic, right?
Yes, thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Thanks, everybody, for watching the show. I hope you continue to do so. Take care and peace out. Peace.